Here's a question that haunts shoulder impingement sufferers. Why does the pain keep coming back? You do the exercises, the pain goes away, you return to normal activities, wham, the impingement is back, sometimes worse than before. If this sounds like your story, you're not alone. Shoulder impingement has the highest reoccurrence rate of any shoulder condition. Over 70% of people experience it again within 2 years. But what if I told you the reason isn't because your shoulder is bad or weak? What if the reason your impingement keeps returning has nothing to do with the shoulder at all? I'm Dr. Joey Seyforth, physical therapist and online rehab specialist with Comeback Performance. After treating hundreds of recurring impingement cases, I discovered the real reason it keeps coming back, and it's going to change everything you think about shoulder treatment. Let me describe your exact experience. Tell me if this sounds familiar. First, you develop shoulder pain. Maybe it started with bench pressing, overhead pressing, or reaching for something high. So what do? You follow the standard protocol. Rest, ice, maybe some anti-inflammatories. You avoid the movements that hurt, and guess what? The pain goes away. Success, right? You feel confident, pain-free, ready to get back to your workouts, your sports, your normal life. So you do. And for a few days, maybe a week, everything feels fine. But then it happens. You reach overhead for something, or you try that pressing movement, and bam, the impingement is back, often worse than before, and you think, what did I do wrong? I've seen this exact pattern hundreds of times. The problem isn't what you did wrong. The problem is that nobody told you why the impingement happens in the first place. Here's what every shoulder provider is missing. Your shoulder impingement isn't a shoulder problem. It's a compensation problem. Think about it like this. Your shoulder is like a car wheel. If your car keeps getting flat tires on the same wheel, you wouldn't just keep fixing the tire, would you? You'd figure out why that wheel keeps getting damaged. But that's exactly what conventional shoulder treatment does. It fixes the tire, aka your shoulder, without addressing the alignment issues that keep destroying it. Your shoulder sits on a complex foundation of interconnected areas. When any of these areas are not working properly, your shoulder compensates, and compensation always leads to breakdown. The medical system calls this impingement syndrome like it's some mysterious condition, but there's nothing mysterious about it. It's simple mechanical cause and effect. Fix the mechanical causes and the impingement doesn't come back. Let's dive into the shoulder blade and the big 5 areas we need to address to fully resolve the shoulder impingement for good. There are 5 areas that we have to specifically target to not only get rid of the shoulder pain now, but prevent it from coming back in the future. The 2 areas are going to be the neck and also the thoracic spine. If you cannot comfortably extend and rotate in these segments here, the next place that you have to find the motion is going to be the shoulder. Third area to address is going to be the shoulder blade itself, not the down and back cue that's always given in traditional physical therapy, but teaching the shoulder blade to move up and around right here to that 60 degrees. If that's not achieved, we get pinching and irritation in this area. That impingement can be on bursa, which are fluid-filled sacs, or also the rotator cuff as it comes in to attach at that spot. 4th area that has to be addressed is going to be the shoulder itself. Shoulder is a ball and socket joint, meaning it needs to drop, roll, glide, and rotate a full 180 degrees. A problem in traditional medicine is we're given a bunch of strengthening exercises to a shoulder that can't get in half the positions. And then the 5th crucial area to address is going to be any nerve tension or referral that's coming from higher up that's translating into the shoulder. People with this presentation will do all the stretches in the book, go to bed, and when they wake up, all that tightness returns. It's because the area above the shoulder is not being addressed. Now that you understand the big 5 areas causing your recurring impingement, let me show you the 5 specific exercises that address each component and break this cycle permanently. These aren't your typical shoulder exercises. They're systematic solutions. But first, let me test your current function with the clearing test. Bring your hand to your opposite shoulder and lift up towards the ceiling. When you're doing the clearing test, when you're lifting up and feeling pain in the front of the shoulder, that's a positive sign for impingement. Remember this feeling. You're going to retest this after the exercises to show you immediate proof that we're addressing the root causes. Exercise 1 is banded posterior mobs. This directly addresses your shoulder joint. When your shoulder joint is compressed forward, every overhead movement creates impingement. This exercise creates space where compression usually occurs. Attach a resistance band to something sturdy at shoulder height. Place the band around the front of the shoulder and step away until there's good tension on the band. Now gently move your arm in and out of a chest press position while letting the band pull the shoulder joint backwards. This will free up the joint and reduce strain on the front of the shoulder. You should feel immediate decompression in the front of your shoulder with this exercise. Complete 12 reps of this movement. I know you're struggling with shoulder pain and you obviously want to fix it, so text me the word pain to 720-710 4371, and I'll send you my free shoulder pain fix demo. Now back to the show. Exercise 2 is a wall slide. This addresses your thoracic spine extension and shoulder blade mechanics. The shoulder blade needs to upperly rotate to 60 degrees to offload the front of the shoulder. This exercise specifically trains that movement. For this exercise, we are teaching the shoulder blade to move up and around to improve mechanics. Stand facing a wall with one foot in front of the other for stability. Place your hands on the wall at shoulder height, elbows slightly off. Slowly slide your arms upward, leaning your chest forward at the top. Then return to the starting position. Keep full contact with the wall throughout the entire movement. You should feel your shoulder blades rotating up and around in that optimal 60-degree position. Complete 10 reps of this exercise. Exercise 3 is a banded open book. This targets thoracic spine mobility and rotation. Your upper back needs to extend and rotate properly for optimal shoulder function, and this exercise addresses both. Hold a resistance band at chest height and start with your hands together in front of you. Rotate your upper body away from the anchor, pulling the band across your chest while following your eyes with your hands. Control the return movement just as much as the opening movement. This builds both mobility and motor control through your thoracic spine. Complete 10 reps on each side, taking note if one side rotates further than the other, as this can be contributing to the shoulder pain. Exercise 4 is a banded uppercut. This targets the rotator cuff and posterior shoulder strengthening. You can do this exercise standing or on one knee. Grab a resistance band and keeping your elbows by your side with your palms facing up. Create tension in the band, then slowly bring your arms out to the side. From there, lift your arms upward until your elbows reach eye height, and then control the movement as you lower back down. This exercise targets the back of the shoulder blade, an area where weakness is common in those with rotator cuff tears. Complete 8 reps of this, slow and controlled. And exercise number 5 is a banded bench. This is the bulletproof component and getting the shoulder comfortable with horizontal pressing. With a band around your wrist, create tension and pull apart into external rotation. Then you're going to move in and out of a bench press movement, moving slow and controlled. This final exercise is the key to breaking the cycle. We're exposing your shoulder to the exact positions where impingement typically occurs. Complete 8 reps of this exercise, moving slowly down and slowly back up. With perfect Big 5 mechanics, this bulletproofs your shoulder against future impingement because you trained it to handle in its most vulnerable positions correctly. Now that we've completed the 5 exercises, let's retest that clearing test. Bring your hand to your opposite shoulder and lift up, the exact same test we did before the exercises. Notice the difference? You should immediately feel increased range of motion, less restriction, and that your shoulder now feels more supported and stable in this position. That's the Big 5 system working together to eliminate the compression pattern that was causing your reoccurring impingement. Here's why this approach breaks the impingement cycle when traditional treatments fail. Instead of just resting and avoiding painful movements, we systematically address all 5 areas that affect shoulder function. Then expose the shoulder to the positions that typically cause problems. This creates a bulletproof shoulder that doesn't break down when you return to real-world activities. Your shoulder has learned how to handle its most vulnerable positions with perfect mechanics. No more cycle, no more recurring pain. The truth is, your shoulder impingement keeps coming back because nobody's addressing the real problem. They're treating the shoulder when the issue is the system your shoulder depends on. These 5 exercises give you immediate proof that addressing the Big 5 system can break the cycle, but they're not the complete solution. True shoulder impingement resolution requires a personalized progression based on your specific movement limitations and the unique factors keeping you in the cycle. If you're tired of the pain, rest, return, pain cycle with shoulder impingement, and you're ready for the complete system that breaks this cycle permanently, then text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 to get a tailored step-by-step approach on how to permanently fix your shoulder pain. Our mission at Comeback Performance is to help over 1 million people around the world eliminate their shoulder pain, avoid unnecessary imaging, injections, and surgeries, and get their lives back. After you reach out, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out daily content based on your guys' questions on shoulder-related topics regarding pain and rehab. At Comeback Performance, the comeback is always stronger than the setback.